Podcast.
And welcome back to the Press Start Podcast. I'm your host, Vic, aka Mr. Never Chill, and this is episode number 179. This week I am joined by none other than my co-host, Roger, aka Lunatic Oblivion. What's going on, bro?
Oh shit, we're live? Oh fuck. Hey,
How you doing, man?
doing all right. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Obviously, other than the conversation we had in the pre-show, pretty damn good. Honestly, and been actually pretty busy beating some games. Obviously, we didn't have a show last week because really wasn't many topics to really cover. It would have been a waste of a show. I could have did it in like 2 minutes.
Oh
And
shit,
been
like
done.
even this show is gonna be short.
But I know we can make the best of it, especially with the Xbox preview event. I think that was enough for me to go, all right, cool. We saw a good bit of good stuff in there because actually one of the games that you fucking beat already is on the list. So let's just dive right into that while we can. And actually, do not see it. Is that on there? Is it Clover Pit? Was it Clover Pit, right?
Yeah, Clover Pit.
Clover Pit, yeah. So how was it, man? Like immediately when I saw it at the show, I was like, this is a Roger game, but was it really a Roger game?
Yeah, it was. It was a fucking Roger game, dude. Like I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is hard to stop playing. I just every time I was like, I gotta hit that slot machine, man. And the game was like, hey, you've completed this run, restart. And I was like, but what if I just kept going?
Right.
What if I just kept going? And then at one point, the game literally says some smack to me, and I was like, hold the fuck up. What? The game's like, you got a problem, don't you? And I was like, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's a very
Like, the
interesting
game-
fucking game. Like you're playing a slot machine, but it's like a roguelike and it talks mad shit and like it has like these creepy vibes to it as well. Like the gameplay loop was pretty addicting though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the trailer up on screen for anybody that is watching the video. Yeah, this is a new game that Shadow dropped from the event that we're going to talk about a little bit later on. But yeah, this is one of the games I was like, ooh, I might have to give it a go. But clearly it wasn't that long of a game. How long do you think it took for you to beat?
5 hours.
Yeah, that's not too bad. So that's about 3 or 4 days for me.
But you got to be like good at it too, though. So maybe like a
Oh.
week.
Yeah, we'll see for sure.
It's big. Like the biggest thing is like building combos and knowing how to build the combos for it.
So I got another game that's on my list here, and the game that needs fucking skill. I almost broke my controller, by the way. And this game is called Egging On, and I was like, okay, this seems like a very simplistic game, right? You're just rolling an egg around inside of a hen house and trying to get to the roof. I'm gonna get the trailer up on screen. I'm not sure if you checked this out. It's on Game Pass yet, but I was like,
I
oh,
haven't
cool.
played it, but I saw it.
I was like, this will be an easy game to beat, 2-3 hours. I think it was maybe 4. Bro, I don't think I'm beating it ever. I almost gave up. I almost told my wife, I was like, I genuinely might delete this game off the hard drive. I'm not doing this. It is so fucking frustrating. You get so high up, you're like, cool, I'm doing this thing. And you fall right to the fucking bottom. You're like, fuck, it took so long to get up there. And there's like no checkpoints or anything. I mean, I ended up restarting and turning on the fucking drone system because you can actually take a drone to like different like checkpoints and shit like that now. And I've tried to do it just the normal way of playing the game, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I literally threw my controller into my couch. Like
I've thrown plenty of controllers lately, actually, like more than I thought I should. Like,
and apparently this game has gotten a lot longer since its initial release, because like I got to the point where you could originally beat the game, and I was like, cool, I just beat the game because I watched some videos on how to get to certain points and I thought I beat it. And they're like, JK, there's a lot more levels after this. And I'm like, fuck me. So if you're looking for a very fucking challenging game that might break a controller, go check out Egging On Game Pass. Oh man. So Roger, let's talk about a good game though, man. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. Obviously it's in running for some game awards coming up, and that's Dispatch. The final 2 episodes came out and you even beat them. Did it tie the story really well together?
yeah, the game told me I was the best hero, and I was like, I feel that. I knew it. Knew it from the beginning. Knew it all along. I am a hero. I'm awesome.
Does it have like the morality system, like you could be a bad guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really like you be a bad guy. You can sort of be the anti-hero, essentially.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, definitely I saw a lot of people checking it out. It looks pretty cool. And, we'll see. We'll see if it can win some awards at the upcoming show. But yeah, man, let's talk about another game that I played and beat, and that was Keeper, man. I finally got the roller credits on that game, and yeah, that was a pretty badass game. I highly recommend checking it out. The ending was really, really fucking dope. And I was telling you, like, in a separate chat, like, I ended up getting all the achievements, and that was pretty cool. I think there's only like 13 of them, and they all really coming down to like these like hidden areas that you have to find.
Mhm.
And I found all of them by the time I beat the game, except for one. And then I was like, man, fuck this, because you can go back and do the chapter select. And I realized which one I missed. Looked up the video, got it, boom, and got all the achievements. And it was like right at the beginning of the one chapter too. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Just kind of worked out. So shout out to 13 gamer score, or 13 achievements for 1,000 gamer score beating this game. It was a really awesome game, man. I really think this game got snubbed for art direction in the upcoming game awards. I do not know how. This game was really fucking out there in the different biomes, and man, what man, it's a really badass game, and it's not that long either. I mean, I think I beat it in like 4 or 5 hours, give or take. It's not that long. Highly recommend this one. All right, man. Let's talk about another game here on your list. You picked up the new game Kirby Air Riders. Is this is the older one, right? Or did the new one drop? I can't remember.
That is the new one
That
that
is the new
dropped
one.
this week.
Cool, cool. Well, tell me about it, man. Since clearly
I
I missed the
literally
release date.
just started it like and played 20 minutes of it. And I don't know what to say so far. It's got nostalgia tinted glasses at the moment, but we'll see how that lasts. Like there the game doesn't have it doesn't have an acceleration button. The cart is always moving forward, so it's a weird feeling, but I'm definitely excited for it.
Yeah. So you think it'll be like another pretty good game from Nintendo? I mean, it seemed like they've been rolling pretty well with the Switch 2 so far.
I'm still itching to play Hyrule Warriors, but on the flip side, like I just bought Air Riders, so I want to play it. So I'm definitely enjoying the Switch 2, and I think their opening catalog isn't bad. Like it genuinely feels fun to play.
For sure. Well, speaking about Hyrule Warriors, how's that one going along?
I love the fact that like I can just load up. The mission takes like 5 minutes. The game's like instantly loaded, ready to go. Like it loads quick, even if you're only playing like 5 minute fights, but it doesn't feel bad. And the big fights feel fun, enjoyable, and it's not like overly complicated either. And it really takes the Breath of the Wild combat system, just like the last one did, and uses that as its core gameplay functionality.
Mm-hmm.
So it does feel like an awesome blend between high like Breath of the Wild, like it's nice action gameplay, and like Dynasty Warriors, like Samurai Warriors style of just like smash them up.
Yeah, hack and slash. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Chat, what are you guys playing right now? And I see, I think we got Philipper and Panda in chat right now. Let us know what you guys are playing right now. We got a couple more games to get to here on our list. Roger, let's talk about Black Ops 7. Me and you have been playing this specifically for zombies. I've been playing some multiplayer with some other friends, but zombies, we finally got through and beat the Easter egg yesterday, and that was a generally fun Easter egg. And it wasn't, once we got into the roll of things and understood each step and stuff like that, it was much quicker, because one of the first attempts took us like 3+ hours to get to, and then we died. This one, I think we beat it in like what, an hour and a half. So we definitely cut the time down by half. The boss fight was actually a lot of fun this time around, especially with the new update, adding the new health packs around the map. The spawn
Well,
rate of
they had
those.
them. They just fixed it. Like you used like 5 of them, and they gave you no more. But they were like, the boss fight still long as fuck.
Yeah, so they added the respawning of them, which made it a lot better. But
Yeah.
this was a lot better than fighting that stupid ass mirror in Black Ops 6. I will say that. But I'm definitely curious to see where the story goes. But we do get the next map. It's like right around the corner. No official release date, but it should be dropping with season 1. So it'll be here pretty soon, honestly. I would say, I think next month, middle of next month, I think it is. But yeah, man, Black Ops 7's been actually pretty fun, man. Even on the multiplayer side of it, I've been playing a lot of it with D-Rob and JC. We've been playing a shit ton of Kill Confirmed, and my God, we are just cooking. Like, it's going, like, we're just going nuts in this fucking game. And it's just been a lot of fun, man. Definitely a game that I will only play with friends. I'm not going to play this shit solo ever. Like, there's not a shooter that I can convince myself to try and play solo. Just not going to happen. But yeah, man, shout out to Black Ops 7. And I do plan to beat the story mode before the end of the year. That is on my bucket list, even though that I heard it's tremendously horrible. I know me and you talked about playing it because it is a co op campaign for once. So
Well,
we'll
you
hop
also
in,
have to beat it to play the extra game mode.
which we're going to talk about that later on in the show. Some new updates in regards to that. But let's talk about the other shooter, and that was Battlefield 6 Red Sec. We played a little bit last week, and we caught another dub. Literally, I think I have two dubs in this battle royale, and it's only when you play. Only when you play. And but this one was a 4-man squad that we ran with, and yeah, we caught a dub, and it was pretty awesome. We were cooking. I think we had like 26 kills, I think 24 or something like that. We
You're
all
welcome.
yeah, we had a shit ton of kills, just racking them up. I did save a clip, so we can always remember our dubs. But yeah, Battlefield, I gotta dive back in. Ever since Black Ops 7 came out, I haven't touched it, but I do want to hop back in because I definitely prefer that over Call of Duty. But it's definitely a night and day feel. Like Battlefield is like slower, more strategic, much bigger battles. Call of Duty, it is like
Your 4-man
adrenaline
squad.
running as fast as you fucking possibly can.
And like the big thing about Battlefield, it does care about that 4-man squad, like actually playing with your team and like playing to like support each other, because like you're not God, whereas in Call of Duty you're just like, I slid down, done, and I'm healed. Okay, back in, shoot more. Okay, slide, wall, jump. All right,
Yeah,
and you're just going and you're not stopping, whereas
ever.
Battlefield's like, okay, it does care about like the TTK is a lot different, the guns are, it just overall it feels a lot different.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, man. Let's talk about some other games here on our list. We got to play some more Jump Space for our co-op game of the week. I think when we summed it up like when we were playing it, that it's starting to feel real repetitive, like it's running out of ideas. But we did just unlock a new zone, and we're one more
And now
fragment
there's two
from
new
another.
missions.
Yeah, there's new missions, so it's like maybe we get that fucking hook again next time we play. Because I think this Tuesday we're gonna try Void Train. But yeah, I do think that once the game like gets to that 1.0 update, when it's fleshed out all the way through, that game could be a really fucking fantastic game. Because nonetheless, like we've still been having fun, but it just feels like all right, you're hitting that drag of man, we already did this mission, just did this mission the last time, like all right. But yeah, what's your overall thoughts with Jump Space?
I get really bored with the repeated missions because they themselves don't have like a ton of diversity, like getting to the actual mission we're trying to, like when we have to like use the roguelike map where you're trying to okay, get through, and all right, now we're at what mission we want to, and okay, we finally got to the last mission, and you had to like chart a course to get there. It feels just really cumbersome to get there because you're sometimes just like, all right, I just want to jump to the next zone, jump right out of it. So it's almost like I just like look at the area and I'm like, okay, next map.
Exactly, Philipper. Yeah, exactly. Where the fuck is the fire extinguisher? It's probably in my inventory, and I'm in the fucking turret shooting or out at a base, fighting and trying to activate the
And
shields or the turret.
and
Yeah,
I wish there was just more benefit to the type of ships, because it's like there's just no point in taking the larger ship, which is really cool. Like honestly, the larger ship would be awesome if like two people could be in the gunner seats
right.
while you're in this and like dogfighting. It would be really awesome if you could have two gunners,
It'd
but
be
it's
like the
still
Millennium
one
Falcon.
gunner, more ship, more things you have to maintain. It just becomes way more cumbersome to
Hmm.
do all those things.
Yeah, where this
And
smaller one is
like,
so compact, like you're within reach of everything. It's
yeah,
not.
so it
It's not
just makes
bad.
it way easier to do everything.
Exactly. All right, man. I got one game here on my list I want to talk about, and that was I Am Your Beast. This is another game that was on Game Pass. I know that you told me you weren't like the biggest fan of this game, but I really enjoyed myself playing this game. I'm gonna get the trailer up here on screen. I do just there's something about the frantic gameplay nature of games sometimes where it's just like this should get you going, honestly. And then like at one point, like I to progress the story, I had to get like an S tier. So found out the easiest one to do that on is the first mission, but you have to do it within 10 seconds. And I kept
Yeah.
getting like 10.8, 10.6, 10.4, 11.0. Bro, I was like, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. Like I had to like become James Bond, like this fucking grab the pistol, one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot, exit. Like, and even then I was like off by like a second. I'm like, fuck. Like I was going crazy, but yeah, I eventually got it, and yeah, man, this is a really dope ass game, and then like even like the in between main mission part where you get into that conversation with whether it's your old like military leader or your this buddy that's like helping you out, like I thought was really fucking dope, and like I love the voice actors and just the commentation and the bullshit and back and forth was funny and could be dark, it could be serious. um the game just did really
Mhm.
well in my opinion in a lot of aspects, but it was a short game. It didn't really do anything new per se, but it was a game that I haven't like a type of game I have not played in quite some time.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think. I did play like a similar game earlier this year though. I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't in the same vein of this one. But I'm trying to think of what it was. Let me look here. My all my games I beat this year. Um, bear with me here. Mullet Medjack. That was another one that was very frantic FPS, like
Yo,
in your
Mullet
face.
Mad Jack was awesome, but
Hmm.
I liked it more than I liked this one though. That was the weird thing for me. I was like, I don't know if I dig this one.
Yeah,
I couldn't. It didn't hook me. That was the problem I was having.
yeah. I definitely just didn't. There was the one big part that it's like to progress, you need to do X amount of side quests within missions, and I'm like, so I got to go back and replay this mission to do a side quest. Like it like forced you to do shit that just broke up the immersion of the game. You're like,
If
I
it was
already
a
went through the
side
story.
quest, why did I need to do this? Like,
And the side
it's a
quest
side quest.
should have been available at the start of the mission because the side quest for a mission unlock after you beat the mission. So you couldn't do it in the mission already. And I'm just like, it forces you to replay missions just cause. Just because. Like there's generally no
Yeah.
story beat that makes you do that. Nothing changes either. Like they're all the same. It just makes you replay them. So that's where it hit me like real hard. I was just like, what the fuck? And then at one point they were like,
Why
do
am I doing this?
seven. It was like do 7 new ones with side missions. I'm like, fuck. Like that's a lot. Like that's just becoming just a task that has no meaning to it. You're just really just wasting my
Yep.
time.
Hmm.
But I powered through, got through it, and but yeah, overall,
When
generally a
you
fun
when you
experience.
say the words "I powered through," it's like, was the game fun anymore?
Right. I would say most of the time it was fun, except for that fucking segment of the game. And that's why I think I give it like a 7. It was just like it
Hmm.
was a good game. Like it wasn't like, oh, I hate this fucking game. It's not like egging on where it's really pissing me to fuck off, and I don't think it's even going to get beat. But yeah, man, that's all the games I wanted to talk about here on my list. Anything else on yours? Actually, yes. The first game on the list, Raccoon Coin, or Raccoon, or Racoin.
Coin.
Yeah. This is a game that we saw when it was announced. We're like, oh, this is definitely a Lauren game. But yeah, what did you overall think of this one, man?
Yo, it's fire as fuck, man. It was so much fun. I enjoyed the shit out of this. And I was sitting there like, I don't know what it is lately about games like this. It was the same thing with fucking Clover Pit. This Clover Pit, all those games, like I can't get enough of them, man. You just like
I hear you talking, but you cut out.
oh, sorry. I just said like these games just inject them straight into my fucking bloodstream. I
Yeah,
love these fucking roguelike,
it's been
like
a lot of them.
do things. Just
You think about it, like yeah, the one that you just played, Clover Pit, and then we had Ball Pit, Racoin. Like we'd been having a bunch of these like rogue like very simplistic games that are just have that really like
mhm,
the hooks in the gameplay loop.
addictive.
Yeah,
And Recoin doesn't even have a release date. They're just like, here's the beta, and I was like, why'd you
why
fucking
did you
do
do
this
this?
to me, man? What the fuck, man? This is such a good game.
Oh, that's great. All right, man. Any other games you wanted to cover before we move on to the industry news? All right, man. Let's go ahead and check it out then. All right, man. Kicking it off here with a survey that came out. This is a survey that was done in the UK, US, Germany, and Japan. And they found that players prefer single player over multiplayer games. I mean, who would have thought? Like, it is a really it's almost like a no brainer in a way, but it's also like damn, like that is still crazy to think because like how big like say like Fortnite is and Call of Duty is and all of these like first person shooters that are just multiplayer driven, how big they are. Players just still prefer to have that single player experience.
Mhm.
And yeah, and it says in the UK, 58% prefer single player. In the US, 65%. Germany was 60%, and Japan had a 63%. But it does say younger people are more likely to choose multiplayer games. But yeah, man, what's your overall thoughts on this survey?
Honestly, I think we didn't even need a survey. I think the survey was just redundant because we knew these things already. Like we've watched the game industry for a while now, and every time we get a single player game, what happens? Oh shit, it won game of the fucking year again.
Yeah, I
Like
don't think a multiplayer game will win Game of the Year. I just don't see it. Like the
like
closest that had
it,
a
at
chance of was would have
most.
been this year would have been Arc Raiders, and it didn't even get nominated.
And like it came out like pretty late to be nominated for stuff. That's why like it just
Mhm.
because its full release wasn't till like last month, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I'll give you official release date.
yeah, I thought it was
October 30th.
October.
Yep,
So
October 30th.
so it literally kissed the deadline, and they're like, yeah, it's a little late, but like. Even the games, I think the problem is like a multiplayer game can win is if the story is truly compelling. But the problem is like multiplayer games don't stick with you in the same way. Like, can you remember exactly what Black Ops 4 was like playing that? Can you sit here and remember every little detail about it?
It didn't have a campaign, I
Probably
can
not.
tell you that though. It
So
was
you see
actually
what
like
I'm
it
saying?
was the
Like,
only Call of Duty to not have a campaign in it.
and that's what I'm saying. I'm like trying to point out these games where like they don't stick with you unless something bad happens. But now if I asked you It Takes Two or some of these other games like it, you know, their story, like they're gonna bring you to fucking tears. They're going to leave an imprint on you. Like honestly, we're definitely gonna see Expedition, you know,
33, yeah.
if it doesn't win, I'd be surprised
Yep.
because it had a story that touched you. It had a story that you sit here and you still think about clips from it at different points. Like I still, all I can think of is Eskia, like Eskia, yeah,
SK.
like uh, just my pebble, mon
Wee.
ami. like,
What was it?
sorry,
What was it
they
like?
made me
Wheeze
tell.
and woo.
And he's like puking up
Yeah.
their fucking wine, and I was like, I love this. I love everything about this.
And then his like wheeze and his woos.
Woo! Hey, mon ami. It's
Yeah.
like I love you, SK. Never change, bud. Never change.
Yeah, it's definitely a dope
But
game.
like
And yeah, that game
they
was
they
it's actually nominated for the most awards ever at the Game Awards. It was nominated for like 12 different awards, like almost every category it can be in. Yeah, it's
and
going to be insane.
that's the thing. Like video killed the radio star, and like that's proof in like how much movies and like things that are cinematically just like that touch us, like stories that compel us. It's like,
Three
you
voice
know,
actors from the game are in for like the best actor of a game this year, and
yeah.
three out of the six nominations were from one game.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see
And
that
that's what
often.
that's what I'm saying. Like these single player games are the reason people like play video games. Like if I didn't have like single player or like co-op games like Hyrule Warriors, it's a single player game. There is no multiplayer unless you count like couch co-op or
Right.
game share. Like, and still at that point, it's you're both playing a single player story driven experience. And I think it's not that people want a single player game. They just don't want to compete. And I think everyone's tired of fighting one another. I think a lot of times people just want to work together and people just want to do something cooperatively. Like, think about zombies, like how much fun that is because we sit there and we work together to complete a goal.
Yeah, I mean, look at the success of Helldivers too. Like, you're
Hmm.
collectively taking down the enemy, working towards
Hmm.
like one goal. You know, like that. It was really pretty badass. But and then we see on the flip side, like Arc Raiders is quite the opposite right now. They actually just entered into a meta war in the
Mhm.
fucking game. Like you have to choose a side, and then whatever side you're on, you're gonna be fighting the other one in the game. So that is pretty interesting. So you definitely do see it on one way or the other. But yeah, like you said, the survey just showed us nothing that we didn't know. But businesses need to like look at this because obviously like look at PlayStation thought about let's go live service multiplayer heavy, and clearly that's not the fucking answer. That's not what gamers want. They want
It's
those
just how
single
to
player
print
experiences.
money.
Right.
It's an easy cash. It's easy payday. That's all it is.
Yep. They want that outlier that they want the Fortnite, they want the Call of Duty that just prints money no matter what. And
Mhm.
that's going to be hard to get. It really is. But I don't know, let's talk about Sony then. What's going on with
Yeah,
them?
so Sony issued a takedown this week for they issued takedown notices for a bunch of videos showcasing a fan-led project where they're trying to bring back Concord. They're like, no, we're not doing this. Don't give fans hope. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. They shut that door real fucking hard. But it's just like,
Yeah,
come on, man. Like, if the
if you're
fans are
not gonna
doing
do
it,
anything with it, just like let it go, dude. Fucking learn from Disney and let it go. Let it go, my friend.
I mean, the only thing I can get from this is like Sony has some other ideas in store for Concord themselves, which I really hope
Nah,
not.
nah, I don't think they're gonna do shit with it, dude.
I don't think so either. They're just mad that someone else would come in and do it better.
Man, you can't do our shit better than us. We made it. Cool. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. All right, man. Last topic here for the industry news, and this is actually pretty cool though to see a developer do this. So with the upcoming Game Awards, the developer behind Mega Bonk, which was a big, huge fucking game this year, withdrew its nomination from the show, and this was pretty awesome to see because he brought his like true honesty to it. He was like, "This wasn't my debut title. Like I have made
Yeah.
several other games just under a different name." And
Yep.
I wanted to be honest with the entire games industry, but it just goes to show like the people that are choosing these nominations don't do their homework enough. Like you should be thoroughly going through, has this person made a fucking game before, because you would have found it really quickly.
It's like when Xbox was like, yeah, Expedition 33 was only made by 33 people. And it's like, no, the studio even came out and said that's wrong. They had hundreds of people working on it with other people from other development studios, other assistants. Like even Microsoft can't get their shit right.
Yep.
And we're sitting here going, it just it ruins game development because it goes, you see these people come in and they go, well shit, Megabonk, like, I can't make a game that good, and that guy's one guy working by himself, and this is his debut game. He's like, nah man, I've been in the industry for many years, this isn't my debut game, like keep working, keep powering through. Like it helps to show people who want to do this kind of thing that like, nah, you can do it, just like it takes a long time.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. But shout out to the developer behind Megabonk, man, because obviously
Just like straight honesty, dude.
right, that was one of the biggest games of the year, and that was just released a few months ago as well. But it's just like he could have easily won that debut indie title, which I doubt it because the thing was in there with Expedition 33. So that could still be nominated against a fucking
GG, good luck.
juggernaut. Yeah, but yeah, shout out to the honesty. But yeah, man, that's all the industry news we got this week. Let's go ahead and check out the gaming news. All right, man. Kicking it off here with Xbox, and let's get right to it, man. They had a partner preview event a couple of days ago, and we got to see a good bit, honestly. So we got a Artemis, which got its official announcement trailer. So that was pretty cool. You got the Mound Omen of Cthulhu. This one is launching in 2026. So this was like a gameplay reveal trailer for this game. It's like a Lovecraftian co-op survival horror game. Then we got Dave the Diver. It's officially coming to Xbox. You know what? To be honest, I never realized that this was not on the Xbox platform. Did not fucking realize
I didn't
it.
either. That's because I sit on PC and Steam, and I was like, "Yeah, Dave the Diver, it's been around." And
Yeah, it's
people are
been
like, "No, it isn't." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
yeah. Everyone else
Like,
had it
oh
except for
shit.
Xbox because I think it's already on Switch, it's on PlayStation, it's on PC,
Hmm.
like it's on everything in it except Xbox. But yeah, shout out to that's finally officially coming to the Xbox alongside its new Jungle DLC, set coming out in 2026, early 2026. No official release date. 2026 is going to be really interesting for release dates because people are like, they don't know what to fucking do because of GTA. They really don't.
Yeah, and GTA is gonna like turn around and be like, "Actually, we're not releasing this year anyway.
Yeah.
2027. See you later."
Yep. So everyone gets the scramble again. But yeah, so we got that, and then next one we got here was Crow Sworn. This is veiled to promise Hollow Knight inspired Metroidvania action for more platforming. Yeah, definitely was heavily inspired by those games. I was like, oh man, here's another fucking Metroidvania game. This one is it says it gets its inspirations from Devil May Cry, Hollow Knight, Bloodborne. You know, a combination of just several different juggernauts in the games industry. It'll
And
become to
all of
just
which are just vastly different.
right. It's like holy hell, how do you blend that together? But yeah, this is a Kickstarter project, so go and check them out, man. This one was pretty interesting there. Next, we got Echo Generation 2. This is a cosmic horror nightmare coming to PC and consoles in 2026. Basically, this is Coco Cucumber is revisiting the 80s Stranger Things inspired universe of Echo Generation for a sequel, but this time around, things are looking a bit different. Instead of sticking with a small town atmosphere, Echo Generation 2 is flipping the switch with the story and world inspired more by the X Files and Blade Runner than the Goonies. So, definitely an interesting concept there. Then we got the real big, exciting one that I know that me and you were looking forward to, and that's Vampire Crawlers. This is a sequel to Vampire Survivors, and this one has first-person gameplay. It says Vampire Survivors obviously took the world by storm, but yeah, this is a new like roguelike deck building type of game, and it's in our cup of tea right now. Everything that we've been fucking sipping off of, we're getting more
Dude,
of
I
it.
play too many deck builders, and I'm so excited for another one. Like, I can't stop playing deck builders all the
From a
fucking time.
universe of like a game that we already put many hours into. Like we really enjoyed Vampire Survivors when that dropped. And not
Dude,
gonna
I'm
lie, I
ready
still
for
hop in
Vampire
from time to time.
Survivors real sequel, Warhammer Survivors. Like,
Yes,
let's
that
go,
looks
dude.
badass. I'm really excited for that. All right, man. Next up, we got another look at 007 First Light. This trailer really highlighted Bond's slick new car. Bunch of them basically got to see the new Aston Martin and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. Nothing really to see there. Then we got this really fucking interesting game. It's called Roadside Research. You basically play as these like aliens that wear like these masks or like papers over their face with human expressions, and you basically run a gas. It's a gas station simulator. It's like really out there. It says while co-op games like Lethal Company and Peak always ask players to work together to survive life or death situations, Roadside Research simply lets players group up as a squad of goofy aliens who must simply run a gas station. So this one might be interesting for us to check out. Hop in there with Jeff Slugs and whoever else wants to join us because this seems pretty goofy. But yeah,
My
coming.
favorite is the dude literally in one of the scenes, like, pulls out a fucking, like, pick a camera. The guy's walking into the bathroom and he's like, click. Man.
Yeah, it is really out there, bro. Really out there.
I can't, dude. I just can't some days.
Some of these games that like you just can't take serious are the ones that we like end up having the most fun with, you know.
Yeah,
But
like honestly, you're just doing it because it's fun. You're not doing it to it's like Call of Duty, it does it just because it makes money and people will buy it. It's
exactly,
not that they're doing it because people would enjoy the game. Like that's the problem with the industry lately, and that's the reason why like they can't comprehend that single player games are good.
exactly. So next up here on the list was Total Chaos. This brings a psychological survival horror to players with a surprise launch because this was another game that shadow dropped after the event. And even though you pointed out, you're like, oh, I might have to check this one out.
That shit looks piss my pants scary. Let's go.
Yeah, it looks pretty badass. This is a trailer company. The surprise game launch catches newcomers up to speed by showing off how visual effects artist Sam Pebble and Silent Hill composer Yameko came together to craft their horrific video game. So yeah, it was pretty badass. And then if that wasn't enough, we got to see another trailer and a release date for Reanimal. This is from the developers behind Little Nightmares team, the actual official Little Nightmares team. They moved on to another like co-op, like really fucking spooky and creepy co-op game, and got the official release date for February 13th, 2026, coming to PC, Switch 2, PS5, Series X and S. So it's coming to all platforms there. It's scheduled with an update horror game unleashed just in time for the Valentine's Day, so you know you and your loved one could sit down and get spooked together.
Wow.
But yeah, definitely check that one out.
Kiss yourselves together.
And then we got Erosion. This is a twin stick shooting to a timed warp to Wild Wild West. So it's an interesting concept there with like the graphics are like top down, very pixelated. I don't know, it looks pretty cool. It's from the studio behind the Last Case of Benedict Fox, which was a pretty solid game that came out. It was another Metroidvania that released a Game Pass last year or 2 years ago. This game is also coming out in 2026. But this is a twin stick shooter that combines roguelike elements with a story that sees players well, eroding its world upon every death. So it's a very interesting concept. And then we got Clover Pit. Got a surprise console release today. This is a slot machine from hell. The Twisted Horror game, which was released on PC back in September. Here it is on Xbox officially, and it came to Game Pass day
Game
one.
Pass for
This
PC.
port tease the DLC called Unholy Fusion is on the way as well, so you got a little bit more to look forward to in the future. Roger, you ready for something that just like no one asked for, no one saw it coming, but here we
No one
are
needed.
with Hitman World of Assassination is getting a new event DLC, and that is Eminem versus Slim Shady, baby. Yeah, this is really out there. Like Eminem literally asks Hitman to help him find and kill Slim Shady. Like it's a really dope ass like concept. Not even gonna lie. And
Yeah.
like the trailer was pretty badass as well. This one launches
Just
December
for the
1st.
millennial in us all.
Yeah, and this releases on all platforms on December 1st. So if you're looking for a new update in the world of assassination, you got something to look forward to. Now, this game actually looked pretty fucking dope. Not gonna lie. This is called Zoopunk. This features a one powerful rabbit in a new gameplay trailer. This is a lengthy look at Thai game Zoopunk arrived during the Xbox showcase. This greedy animal action game is set to release on PC, PS5, and series consoles. Come from the team behind Fist, which is forged in Shadow Torch. Its gameplay trailer provides an especially deep look at gritty combat that they are cooking up. It's like a cyberpunk-esque kind of game. Different characters are like the hogs, the rabbit, and shit like that. Like I remember seeing Fist on Game Pass for quite some time. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I looked at the what kind of game it was. It was like a top-down or like a strategy game, and I'm like, not for me. This sounds like it's for me because this is more like a first-person or third-person action like adventure game. So or RPG.
And not only that, like I guess the idea is you literally draw the spaceship you want, and it literally makes it uses AI generation to make a spaceship.
Yeah, pretty badass. So looking forward to this game whenever it does come out. Next up, we got Tides of Annihilation. This game was originally announced at the PlayStation conference a few events ago, but this one apparently stole the show with a lengthy gameplay, almost 5 minute long actually. This is a Ethereum action game that took up a solid chunk of today's showcase. To highlight the massive scale of some of its fast-paced combat encounters, it says that it's a nice long look at a boss fight as Eclipse Glow Games continues to work on bringing the experience to PC and other consoles. And what the main voice actor in this game is the same one as Mael from Expedition 33. English is her name. I'm trying to think of her first name, but yeah, she's been like cooking man in a lot of games because she's doing this. Was in Expedition 33. She was in Baldur's Gate 3. Like, man, if she's in it, be on the lookout for it. Then we got another one, man. This one looked really fucking cool. We didn't really get to see too much, but from what we got, I was like, all right, this is cool. And it's Raji Kaliyunga. This is a trailer that promises new sequel story for the PC and consoles. And this is the one I tapped out or capped out the show. It's an ancient epic sequel, and dripping with atmosphere, which we recently learned takes place 6 years after the original game. To be honest, I'd never even heard of the original game, but maybe seeing this makes me want to go check it out. But are you familiar with the Raji game at all?
Google, am I familiar with it? No. Okay.
No. But yeah, man. So
No.
I thought Xbox had a pretty solid showcasing. It wasn't like over the top, but got to see some highlights on some games that I probably wouldn't even think about looking at if it was just on the fucking page, the storefront page,
Mhm.
if it even made it to that. Um, and a lot of these games are coming to Game Pass. A lot of these are also going to be Xbox Play Anywhere, which is one of their main focuses, which is dope.
And you're an Xbox. And you're an Xbox.
Yeah, everything is in Xbox. But yeah, so we had that. That was pretty badass. But another news here from Xbox was Silent Hill 2 remake was like leaking left and right, the store page and everything like that. It officially came to the Xbox platform like sort of around the same time as the event. It was really interesting to see it not at the event. It would have been a perfect place for it. But yeah, it also shadow dropped onto the platform at a 50% off price as well. So I was like, oh shit, that's dope. But let's talk about another game here, Black Ops 7. In their most recent update on the 21st, so 2 days ago, their new update made Endgame accessible to everyone. You no
Yeah.
longer have to beat the campaign to access this mode. And I'm just like, everyone's like, oh, so they're actually realizing it themselves how bad their fucking campaign is that no one wants to sit through and play to get
It's
to that
not that
mode.
they're realizing it. They're realizing the fact that Battlefield is here to threaten their business model, and they need to figure it out soon.
Yeah, without a doubt. And apparently, Endgame's been doing really well, honestly.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that continues to go. But yeah, I was surprised to see that come out. But let's talk about some sales numbers, man, because this is not looking good. I mean, but come to expect at this point. But Black Ops 7 launch weekend sales were 50% lower compared to Black Ops 6 in Europe across physical and digital sales. Black Ops 7 sales are also 63% lower than Battlefield 6 in Europe. So those are just some quick numbers. I don't have the rest of them just yet because
Well,
we're not
and
going to really see
it
a lot
makes
of.
sense. They've got Game Pass.
Exactly. And that's why I never understood like when they brought out the sales numbers were like, man, we lost $300 million from Call of Duty because we put it on Game Pass. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, like and the thing is they're like, I want my cake and I wish to eat it as well. And it's like, no. Like
No.
people aren't gonna have Game Pass and buy the game. Like, are you retarded? Actually, don't answer that. We already know it. We already know.
Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, moving on to Xbox
Ugh.
services, let's talk about their Game Pass additions and departures coming up here as I get it pulled up here on from the Xbox Wire. We're actually getting a solid list, man. Coming soon on the 19th, which so this is outdated. So 4 days ago, Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, released. This is a like a deep action RPG with roguelike elements. Never played the first one. It looked really cool, but when I saw the trailer for this one, I was like, that's fucking badass. Why did I not play the
I
first
actually
one?
beat the first one, and I'm kind of excited to play this one.
Yeah, so go check that out. And then also on the 19th, this one came to Game Pass Premium, but you got Calubra and the Souls of Limbo. Revenge of the Savage Planet came to Game Pass Premium. And then Monsters Are Coming, Rock and Road on the 20th just came out 3 days ago. If I'm not mistaken, this was actually on your list that you actually played. How was it, man? Is this worthwhile checking out?
It's no Ball X Pit, but it's pretty good.
I hear you. And then also on the 20th, we got Crew the Motorfest, man. This came to Ultimate and PC Game Pass. If you are a fan of the Forza Horizon series, I will highly recommend going checking out Motorfest and just the different updates that they keep putting out to it, man. It's a lot of fun. I eventually to hop back into it whenever I'm looking for a racing game. I just haven't had that itch for the racing experience, but definitely go check that out. One game I'm really excited and looking forward to is Banishers, Ghost of New Eden. This drops on the 25th. This is an all-new title crafted by the renowned studio Don't Nod, known for their acclaimed titles such as Life is Strange and Vampire. Immerse yourself in an intimate narrative action RPG, taking you on an exhilarating journey between life, death, love, and sacrifices. This is a game that I think that slid under the radar when it came out, and it's been on like my radar of like, do I want to buy it yet? Do I want to buy it yet? But there was just constantly just too many new good things out at the time. But it's coming to Game Pass. This allows me to finally hop in and check this one out. So I'm looking forward to that. Then next up on the 25th as well, you get Kill It with Fire 2. This is the spider killing game that you get the light on fire. And
Shit.
then on December 1st, we're getting Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Um, this is a cosmic battle awaits. Choose between 15 Marvel heroes in this frenetic action beat 'em up to fight against a deadly annihilation wave threatening the galaxy. From New York City to the depths of Negative Zone, the future of the Marvel universe will be fought across the stars. This is like paying homage to like those old school battle games that we used to play
Gauntlet style games.
like we used to play at like Chuck E. Cheese, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like that's what this really reminds me of. So
Mhm.
be on the lookout for that. And last but not least, December 2nd, a game that I've been dying to play as well that I do not have to buy anymore, and that is Lost Records Bloom Rage. Like when I'm looking for that like chill, like visual novel esque style game that's similar to like Life is Strange, this is one of those. It says embark on a new narrative journey by the creators of Life is Strange. Film your story, your summer of 1995. Create memories of lifetime with your new friends. 27 years later, confront the dark secrets that made you all promise to never speak again. So pretty cool concept. Remember following this along, and it released in a 2-part series. Like part one was Bloom, and then the other one was Rage, and then I get the whole combination. So that's all the new games coming out. But with that, we do got to lose some games. Barbie Project Friendship. I'm sorry, Roger, your favorite game is leaving.
Fuck, man, dude, that sucks.
Lords of the Fallen, unfortunately, is leaving. Octopath Traveler 1 and 2, and we're also losing SteamWorld Build, all on the 30th. So you got another week. If not, go buy them, man. They're 20% off with your Game Pass. All right, man. So that's all the Game Pass updates for that. And last but not least, Xbox has a new controller coming out, man. You can get it through the Design Labs, but if you want to get the SpongeBob SquarePants controller, whether it's the regular or the Elite, you can go buy it now. Roger, you excited to buy SpongeBob?
No.
No, it looks
No.
pretty dope though. I cannot lie, It looks pretty badass. But yeah, I doubt that I'm gonna invest that money on that one. I'd rather get the Doom controller.
I need a PS5 controller is what I need before I need an Xbox controller.
Boo.
Like I don't have an Xbox. I don't need an Xbox controller.
But you have an Xbox.
I like
You're playing on an Xbox.
no, I'm playing on a PC. It came before the Xbox. You can't just change it. Just like Windows.
I hear you. But yeah, man, that's all the Xbox news I got this week. What's going on with PlayStation?
Yeah, PlayStation's not got much going on here. Ghost of Yotai has a new update in the works. And that's really all we're seeing. So they're getting new game plus, new trophies, and more next week, which I believe
Tomorrow.
Is gonna be tomorrow. Yeah.
Mhm.
So which cool if you're really excited to keep going with Ghosts of Yotai. I'm glad to hear it. And like this just goes to show, wrapping it back around, single player, man, dude. Like that's what people want.
And I can't believe I forgot that game on my list. Because I definitely could have talked about it. Because honestly,
Real quick, scroll up.
Yeah, let me scroll up. Yeah, type it in. Let me not forget about it. But no, yeah, it's been playing really well. And honestly, the hooks and the daggers like keep coming, and it's getting better and better. And I just got the chapter 2. Chapter 1's long as fuck. There's like 10 fucking missions, but like chapter 2 has like 4, and then like chapter 3 has like 2, and then that's the game. Because I only have 3 people left to kill. I have the 2 brothers and then the dad, and that's it. So we'll see. But yeah, man, pretty interesting there with Ghost of Yotai getting some solid quality of life updates.
Mhm.
All right, man. Let's talk about the next game here. This one's interesting, coming out of Fortnite. New leak is suggesting that there's gonna be a lot of major gameplay changes and a new glimpse into the Fortnite future. And basically, the ever popular battle royale mode will be transitioning to a fresh map based on the United States. And I'm like, okay, interesting concept. And I'm like, where have we seen this done before?
Man's gonna walk into the school, start shooting it up right away.
Oh damn, he went dark real quick.
I mean, if it's based on the United States, why aren't we shooting up a school? Like,
yeah, but I'm just like, oh, I wonder what other game recently just did this in a battle royale game. Oh wait, it's Battlefield, so let's copy and paste and steal an idea from someone else, as Fortnite always has done. But yeah, we'll see how that turns out and what follows up with the leaks. But let's talk about the OG battle royale, and that's PUBG. And you know, they have to reinvent themselves sometimes, and they want to compete with Arc Raiders because they recently announced the PUBG Black Budget, a new extraction shooter, and the game will have a closed alpha test starting in December 12th. On December 12th. So, anybody looking to scratch another itch of the extraction shooter that everyone's going to want to try and do now, have at it.
It's literally it's the new genre that everyone's gonna be in, and it's ugh.
Yeah, and someone Inhuman actually broke it down. Shout out to him because he was just like PUBG created the genre of like battle royales. Truly put them on the map. Fortnite came in and just took it by storm. They like built off of everything that everyone else has done and just ran with it. Became the biggest battle royale. Extraction
And
shooters,
like
while
as
we have it right, Escape from Tarkov
yeah.
was that first introduction that did it really well, put it on the map, and then Arc Raiders came
Well,
in and just blew everybody away and became the real big one.
they just keep refining is the thing.
Yeah. So we'll see if Black Budget can be just that. But yeah, man, what's going on with our last topic of the evening?
Alrighty, so the last thing we have here is Palworld is getting a new crossover collaboration called Home Sweet Home. It arrives on December 17th. You drive into Ultra Kill Collab and race through the Palapagos Islands as the blood-fueled V1 and V2. Unleash your inner artist, recolor your buildings, materials, and take base customizations to the next level, they said.
Yeah, I got the trailer up on screen while we talk over it. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see the constant evolution of this game and just see where it goes. But what's your overall thoughts on this new update that's coming out?
Just I thought Palworld was fun and all, and I think it's really cool that there's a chance to like, do some new stuff there. I don't know. The fact that they also at the end of the trailer announced 1.0 is coming next year, I thought was also really important.
Right.
Like once 1.0 comes out, maybe I'll give it a go again. I think the biggest issue I had with the game was the pacing behind it, because it
Right.
definitely like it didn't feel like a good like pacing like Pokemon has, where you're going and you're leveling up your Pokemon and you're fighting stuff in a linear fashion. The fact that it was very open world and like also you had to use your gun all the time with the stuff, like it was cool. I thought it was interesting. Um, I just don't know if this is the update that's really is what they needed.
Right. But yeah, I'm definitely on board with you. Maybe when 1.0 drops, maybe we return and check it out and see how far Palworld has truly come. Because by then, a
Mhm,
lot of content will have come to the game and got fleshed out and whatnot. So we'll definitely wait and
mhm.
see on that. But yeah, man, any last closing remarks before we end the show?
Enjoy yourself, guys. Remember, the Game Awards are coming up soon, so be ready for that.
Hell yeah. And we do want to thank everyone who came through and checked us out live today on Twitch, and anyone who does check us out later on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you may listen to them at. But Roger, where can the community find you at?
You can always find me on Discord. It's where I hang out. It's where I hide. You'll find me there.
And of course, I got check me out at Twitter at Mr. Never Chillin _. Facebook is Vic Brubacher for any questions, concerns, if you want to come on the show. I game on Xbox at X Never Space Chillin. PlayStation is VBrew24, and I do stream over on my Twitch, twitch.tv /Mr. Never Chillin. Check me out for some pack openings and playing some games. But nonetheless, we do want to thank everyone again. Until next time, peace.
Press Start Podcast.